Hello, good morning, good afternoon to everyone, to all my friends. These are Rahu and Ketu. Today's video about Indian astrology. We have the big, huge eclipse on 21 of June 2020. So let's see what is coming up, okay? So today I want to speak about these two guys. Rahu, the head of the dragon, and Ketu, the headless body. They cut the head. This is a dragon. They cut his head. Vishnu cut the head. He threw his darshan and he cut the head of the demon. I might not go through all the legend of Rahu and Ketu, but you can find it in there, the legend of Rahu and Ketu, if you really want to go deeper into the understanding of who are these two shadow planets, right? So, the energy of Rahu and Ketu are, we call it malefic energy. What does that mean, malefic energy? It can be scary for some of you who understand what is maleficence, something negative, something bad. But we have it in our body because Rahu and Ketu are inside of us. Rahu and Ketu are with the other 7 planets of the Vedic astrology. We have 9 planets. We don't have Neptune, Uranus and Pluto in Vedic astrology. So we have these 9 planets, and some of them have a malefic energy and others have a benefic energy, like Jupiter, the guru, Venus, the small guru. Both gives abundance, material abundance, knowledge. Then we have Mercury, which is communication, intellect, the chitta, the 4 minds. We will go through it after. Then we have the Sun, which is a luminary, and the Moon, the other luminary. We have Saturn, of course, Mars, Rahu and Ketu. So, 21 of June 2020, these 2 planets will create an eclipse, exactly the day of the summer solstice. It's already a lot of things together. In addition to this, they will create a Kalasarpa yoga. Means if you take a melon, you cut it into parts, 2 parts are falling like this, and all the planets, also Neptune, Uranus and Pluton, are in one part of the melon. Means all the planets are in one part of our solar system. If this is our solar system, right in the back, in here, this is Rahu. They always face each other, Rahu and Ketu. And this is Ketu. And all the planets will be here. The Sun, the Moon, the Sun and the Moon will be here because it's creating the eclipse. But Saturn will be here, Jupiter, all the planets, Neptune, Uranus. And in this part, this is completely empty. This 180 degrees in here of the universe, of not the universe, our solar system, all these parts are going to be empty. It's a lot of things together. So who are Rahu and Ketu? According to the legend, the myths, because we have to go a little bit through the myths. So for the persons who are listening, who are very not intellectual, but rational in their thinking. For the one who doesn't believe that planets can have an influence on us, on our Earth also, you know. Well, let's get in touch and see what maybe there is something to learn and to get from these teachings, right? So Rahu is the head of the dragon and Ketu is the headless body, as we said. Okay, long time ago, according to the mythology, there were the war in between the gods, the devas, and the asuras, the demons. Okay, so they decide, the gods, to churn the oceans of milk to obtain the nectar of immortality. Do you know about Amrita, the nectar of immortality? When you do something with your tongue in yoga, you go somewhere there to extract the nectar, the soma, the nectar of immortality. So we have war in between gods and demons because each one wants to conquer the universe and rule the world. My godness. Everyone wants to rule the world. So they obtain, by churning the oceans of milk, they obtain the nectar of immortality. Right? And then they ask the sun and the moon to gather with all the gods. So we have the sun, the moon, and all the rest of the gods and planets to drink the nectar of immortality. I'm the moon, I'm drinking the nectar of immortality, and next to me is the sun. But what happened? I don't figure out that Rahu just came in between sun and moon, dressed in beautiful mohini, not to be recognized. He took the nectar of immortality and he drank some of it. It is why he became immortal, like we, like our jiva, the Atman. So Rahu lives inside of us, creating all sorts of troubles. When moon and sun recognize, oh, this is Rahu, is drinking the nectar of immortality, they denounce him to Vishnu, and Vishnu took his chakra, threw it, cut the head of Rahu and Ketu, and now we have Rahu and Ketu playing all sorts of games with our mind, because moon is our mind and emotions, this planet, the most important planet according to Indian astrology. And this is our personality, our ego, amkara, our soul. Rahu. Let's go with Rahu a little bit. Obsessive energy, wanting, greedy. I want this, I want that all the time. Why? Because a demon wants everything. A demon will never follow the rules of the government, rules of society, will not listen to gurus, will not listen to others' teachings. He is creating his own religion, Rahu. It's very unorthodox. It's out of the box. I do what I want. Okay? You are not the one who's telling me what to do. He has a huge, huge ego. Ketu, the headless body, lives in moksha, in Maya. This is Ketu. Like this you will really understand who is Ketu. Means I don't have the senses, the Yanendra Karmendya, I don't remember which one is it. It doesn't have the eyes to see, the ears to listen, the smell, the touch, and everything. It lives in a world of illusion, fantasy world, moksha, liberation. It is the planet of detachment from the material world. Ketu is like a monk meditating, or is a way Shiva meditating in the cave up in the Himalayas, out of society, or a monk in a monastery is an hermit. He doesn't want to know anything about the world of materialism. But this guy only wants materialism. He wants everything. This guy loves to drink, maybe take a little bit of it, and go in party and be extravagant. He wants everyone to see him, you know, how I dance, how beautiful I am, how I talk. And he's going to people and drinking a little bit of each one drinks, because he's very greedy, you know. And the thing of this planet doesn't have a body. He doesn't have a body. So it doesn't have a digestive system, right? So it's not like in Spain or in Mexico, you eat and you do the siesta. This one never, ever do the siesta. This is the thing. It's all the time looking for something to absorb. So it's not doing siesta because it doesn't have a digestive system. This one, Ketu, look at him. Just look. How can you manage your life without the senses? Living in a bubble of illusion. If Rahu loves to drink alcohol because it's bringing this euphoria inside of him, this one uses more, you know, marijuana for smoking, and because it's a smoky planet, like to smoke, or is taking heroin, just to be completely detached of everyone, not only from society and material world. Is isolate. He loves to isolate himself. This is the shadow part of Ketu. Ketu is illusion, but remember that Rahu and Ketu, I will go through it after it, they are cosmic messenger, highly spiritual, capable of destroying malefic tendencies within ourselves. They are karmic planet, right? So Ketu is intuition, because when you close your eyes and you see from the third eye of Shiva, this is the power of Ketu. The good side of Rahu is curiosity. Never give up. I want to know everything. This is a little bit the play of Ishvara Pranidhara. If you don't have aspiration for life, what are you meant to live? This one will always have something to look for, but in a materialistic way. Okay? But it's ruling curiosity, which is not bad. And in our daytime, today, 2020, this guy is very useful, because he's the one who's bringing the revolution. 2020 revolution related to Rahu and Ketu, eclipse on 21 of June 2020. We know the time we are living. I'm here in Phangan. I cannot move. I cannot go back to Ibiza. Everybody knows what we are living. And the energy of Rahu is the energy what we are now undergoing. Why? If Rahu, listen, if Rahu is unorthodox, creating his own religion. He's not following the rules of the one who wants to dictate us what to do, how to do it. Since some couple of 100 years, our society took a different way, a different direction. He wants to free us from working for another person. He wants to free us to take our own decisions, to look for me and not you first and then me second. Because remember, sun rules the ego, but the soul, remember, Jivatma, your soul, you are here to do something, to accomplish something in this life, right? This is the cycle of life. This is the belief of Indian scriptures and Asian in general scriptures. But Indian scriptures is very precise with this. If you take the map of astrology, the 12th house is the 12th house of moksha, of liberation, of the cycle of life. We have all the 12 houses, and then we get to moksha, 12th house. So what we want to be under a society, says Rahu. I speak for Rahu, right? So what is coming now to do Rahu on 21 June 2020? Creating a Kalasarpa yoga. Remember, all the planet in one side of our solar system. With 7 planets retrograde. I mean, Rahu and Ketu are always retrograde, but we will have 5 other planets out of Rahu and Ketu which will be retrograde. So it's 4 things together: eclipse, Kalasarpa yoga, all planet in one side of our solar system, 7 planet retrograde, and summer solstice. Imagine how big this can be, and it is actually. It is huge what is coming. And somehow, some scriptures of India speaks about Shakti. Shakti what? Shakti is not the feminine aspect of sexuality. No, Shakti is matter, right? Is energy. If Shiva is pure consciousness, she is completely the matter. So what happened in our solar system on 21 of June? What will happen? I might go for another video slowly explaining with the map and everything, with the eclipse of Rahu and Ketu, with all the planets, and going through a little bit explaining what and how we can manage everything. But for now, what I want to transmit, what I want to speak with you is about these 2 planets, Rahu and Ketu. We come from Ketu. According to the placement of Ketu in our astrological chart, right, it indicates where we came from, what we were doing. If Ketu is placed in the 7th house of your astrological chart, means that is detached from marriage life. 7th house is marriage life, because he already accomplished in the past life. The one who has Ketu in the 7th house already accomplished in past life with the significance of the 7th house, which is business partnership, but relationship, marriage life. So that person might be detached from engaging herself or himself through an official marriage, like going to the church or going to the house in the village, in the small village, and doing the thing with papers. Ketu doesn't sign any paper. No, because it's detachment. doesn't want anything. If you have Ketu in the house, 10th house of profession, he is detached from being an entrepreneur or of doing 3 telephones together and calling and making and creating job for others also. No, this guy is completely detached from professional. If Ketu is in 5th house of children, it might be the person detached from having children, right? Also studies, because 5th house is the house of studies. So if you have Ketu in your astrological map, you now maybe understand a little bit more in what zodiac sign you have to check, in what zodiac sign and nakshatra, but just take the zodiac sign where Ketu is sitting in, because Ketu doesn't behave good in certain signs, like in Taurus, doesn't feel like. Why? Because Taurus is about materialism, ruled by Venus, material planet, and love and other things, but it's completely detached, in Taurus. It doesn't like to be with wealth. It's exactly the opposite. While Rahu is exalted in Taurus because he loves material things, wealth, money, bank, and doing things related to money. See how is the game? Ketu in Scorpio loves it. Ketu in Scorpio is exalted. Why? Because Scorpio is about being underground, being not seen, in the dark, in the cave, in the monastery, alone, where you cannot find me, and this looking for mysticism, occultism, is a Reiki master, hand in position, to heal other people. This is a great healer. This is a fantastic psychic healer, In Scorpio, he loves it, because in Scorpio we have the secrets of life. It's related to the house of secret, the 8th house of secret. So this guy is a fantastic healer. While this one in Scorpio lose control, is debilitated, is in detriment, is losing control, because he is forced to dig deep into himself. And he doesn't give a shit about this. He wants to go for party and playing and lights and see me. And in the house of Scorpio, where it's dark, this one doesn't like to be there, okay? There is, according to different parashara or different teachings of astrology, we see also Rahu and Ketu in Gemini and in Sagittarians. They get exalted and debilitated. But just let's stick with this Scorpio in Taurus. Rahu is obsession. According to the placement of Rahu in your natal chart, will show where and what we have to conquer in our life. If Rahu is sitting in the 1st house, right in here, in your head, is everything related to yourself, to my physical body, to my persona, to my character, my personality. Who am I? This guy I saw in many charts. The person who has Rahu in the 1st house, they spend a lot of time in their life asking, really, who am I? What I came here for, and what I have to do? What is my duty really in here? So this one creates this eclipse, because both are playing the same game. Is creating the eclipse on the 1st house, and they say, who I am? Who am I? Rahu in 6th house, for example. This is 6th house is the house of servitude for others. Is the house of competition, enemies, fighting. Is beginning of disease, but court case, trivial, everything related to court case again. But is the 6th house is unprivileged people. So Rahu If you have Rahu in the 6th house, go for helping and uplifting society, helping others, helping the people who doesn't have money, the people who have physical problems, they cannot move, poor people, the people that cannot go to school, for example. So help them. This, you will release your karma if you do that with Rahu in the 6th house. Rahu in the 9th house, for example, of gurus, higher knowledge, higher studies, teachers, long pilgrimage. Rahu loves, because he's moving all the time, he's very Vata, he's Vata tamasic energy.
Vinashini Durga Jai Jai Kala Vinashini Kali Jai Uma Rama Brahmani Jai Jai Radha Rukamani Sita Jai.
Imagine how heavy it is, and he's moving all the time. He's creating this eclipse to the moon. He created the eclipse to the moon. On 21 June there is an eclipse to the moon. Whoppa! First 15 days, but then is a sun eclipse on 21. So it would be like this. Rahu is eating the sun. Moon is the most important planet because related to the mind, our mind. And remember, moon and sun, they denounce Rahu and Ketu. They say, oh, look, the demon is drinking the nectar of immortality. And they told Vishnu, and Vishnu took his chakra and he threw it cut the head. So they take revenge. Every time there is an eclipse, Rahu and Ketu are swallowing the moon and the sun to take revenge, because sun and moon denounced to Vishnu. You got it now. Huh? See, this is the moon. This is from Thailand, actually. Huh? This is a symbol of Thailand because Thai astrology has Rahu. This is the moon. In this form is a protection for the mind. Rahu is protecting the mind against temptation, obsession. It's protecting, it's like this. And this is one of the Sakyant, very powerful Thai tattoo, handmade with bamboo, on the back for protection. In India, when there is an eclipse, I've been there at that time, you don't cover yourself, you stay under the roof. You don't go out in the night and even in the day, but especially when the sun comes down, you don't go out. You pray, you go to make a puja to protect your mind against the impact of Rahu and Ketu, this illusion and temptation, obsession, obsessive energy. This there. They are aware. What is the agreement with Rahu and Ketu during the eclipse we have to do? I want to come back a little bit to Ketu to explain something for the yogis. He's a yogi, actually. Because Ketu is a planet of illusion, we have in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, then if you open a little bit the Chitta, you find there is some important words, Sanskrit words. One of them is Muda, M-U-D-H-A, means is the state of mind that is exactly the same state of mind when you wake up in the morning, you're completely a little bit stoned and a little bit, or when you smoke too much, you get stoned, or drink that you get, where you don't have the clarity, the mind clarity, and you don't have concentration, dharana, okay? So the muda is related, the state of muda, the mind, the chitta, when it is in a state of muda, is related to this planet of illusion. We don't know exactly, we don't have concentration. But is a yogi. It is why he's sitting, he's doing trataka, and is finding his way of seeing with the closed eyes, with the third eye. So this guy is very powerful in spirituality. Actually is the one who takes you to moksha. He's Ketu, right? Ketu is detachment from the physical body. Ketu is detachment from the buddhi, the intellect mind, because it's not through the intellect of the Virgin, the zodiac sign of the Virgin or the Gemini, that we get enlightened. We need other zodiac sign. And the last is detached from Ahamkara, the big poison of human being, ruled by this one also, or maybe Aries zodiac sign. This is ego and soul, Ahamkara, related to Ahamkara somehow. And Ahamkara is this thing that is so hard to manage in our life, is our ego. So Rahu wants to eclipse the sun. He's doing like this. When there is an eclipse, he's eclipsing the sun. He's coming like this and you cannot see the sun anymore. If this is Ahamkara, if this is the ego, and this is a planet, a karmic planet, highly spiritual, is coming to eclipse the sun because he wants the death of the ego. And you can see in astrology, the 8th house of the Indian chart is related to the death of the ego. The 12th house is the real death, the physical death, that we are out and the soul goes to the grand spirit, the Shiva consciousness, or how you want to call it. But this is the play. This is the play. Why they are karmic? Because they are playing with our ego and they create so many troubles in our life, bringing us to the extreme of materialism. I will give you more. Rahu doesn't give a one, He's giving you more. You want more? You want more money? You want more prestige? You want more fame? He will give it to you till the day you fall. And then you embrace solitude, you embrace to observe, you embrace distance, isolation, you embrace Ketu, understanding of life, that materialism will not bring me anywhere. See, this is a little bit, it's not easy to explain Rahu and Ketu in a short video like this, but I think today you can get a bigger picture of who they are. So let's be a little bit extravagant, out of the box, innovative with Rahu. This guy, why is bringing the big change? Because this guy brings technology, message, iPhones, computers, and through this is the way he wants to save humanity of being under the big brother, right? And be self-employed, working for your own, dealing with your decisions and creating your life according to what is inside of you, what you are tuned to in life, to nature. Going back to nature and feeling, taking the time to be, and not be Ketu, be a yogi, be a detached person from the material world, right? Using the technology. Okay, for today is enough. I will see if I do another one. Thank you for the attention. Bolebaba ki jai.